Weeknight water polo from Graham Natatorium, the campus of Westchester University in Westchester, PA. This is Liberty Division CWPA Men's Club 2025 action from the Graham in Westchester, PA. This is Scott Samuel David Weiss on the CWPA network. Thursday, October the 16th, 2025. Tonight's matchup in the Liberty Division features the host Westchester Golden Rams and visiting from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, the Lehigh University Mountain Hawks. Westchester listed at 5-1 on the season, currently first place in the Liberty, while Lehigh having a solid year as well at 4-2 according to the standings. And this game will be very pivotal as each team will have one match remaining after tonight, as Westchester is back here at Graham Natatorium October 28th against Drexel to conclude the regular season, and Lehigh takes on Drexel in Philadelphia October 21st. It's been about a month since these two teams last played here at Graham Natatorium. Back on September 13th and 14th, Westchester went 3-1 with wins over 2-1 with wins over Delaware and Binghamton, and a loss to Commonwealth University Bloomsburg. Lehigh had 5 matches scheduled. Won all 3 on September 13th, 20-6 against Binghamton, 21-9 against CU Bloomsburg, and 20-9 against Delaware. Next day, 2 matches against Delaware and Binghamton were recorded as forfeit, as more fans making their way here at Graham Natatorium for Thursday night water polo. Westchester, the 3-time defending Liberty Division champ, Lehigh last winning it all this division in 2021. It's the 18th scheduled meeting between the two clubs since the Liberty Division came into existence back in 2015 when it was first the Mid-Atlantic B Division. And in the previous 17, Westchester has taken 12 of them, including each of the last 4. Lehigh has not defeated the Golden Rams since October 24, 2021 here at Graham by a score of 23-7 in the Liberty Division championship game back when it was the Mid-Atlantic B. Westchester will be wearing the purple caps with white lettering. Lehigh will be wearing the brownish caps with white lettering. So Lehigh will be referred to as the team in white. Both teams are wearing their dark caps, but please know, by colors, Westchester is in purple, Lehigh in brownish red. Mountain Hawks did not compete in the CWPA in 2024 due to a suspension for forfeiting games in 2023. Westchester saw a 22-game division win streak come to a close last month here at Graham. The Golden Rams would really like to get off on a good note here. In the first quarter, Westchester in the purple will be swimming left to right, and Lehigh in the brown and white right to left. Your officials for this game, the head official is Hill and the other official is Turner. We were unable to get the rosters for this game, but we do know Westchester is in purple and Lehigh is in the dark brown. Now there's the opening swim off. Lehigh wins the sprint. Mountain Hawks will start right to left and dark. Lehigh scored 20 goals at least 3 times. Last time it was here last month. Now to play, goal throw here for the Westchester keeper. It'll be the first time the Golden Rams are on offense. Ordinary foul, going left to right. And we have a good goal here. Looks like by number 4 for Westchester. Golden Rams strike first. 1-0 WCU. With 6:12 remaining in the opening period to beat the buzzer. They're getting rosters momentarily. And his number 4's first. Now back when Lehigh was last year, September 13th and 14th, Mason Friedman was named September 15th Liberty Division Player of the Week. He had a couple of 11-goal performances for the Mountain Hawks. Broken up in the field, Lehigh able to reassume. Ordinary foul from outside the 6. And that's heading back to Bethlehem, out of bounds. Goal throw here for WCU. Westchester has won 12 of the last 17 meetings against the Mountain Hawks. The last one was a forfeit win on November 19th of 2023. Setting up inside the 2. Another ordinary foul. Back it up to the point. Finds the hole. It's cap 18 for the first time. And the Golden Rams in the groove. It's now 2-0. With 5:12 remaining in the opening period. We'll have 4 7-minute quarters. If we're tied up after that, we'll have 2 3-minute overtimes. Still knotted up, we'll have sudden victory. A win here for Westchester would be big. It would all but lock up the number 1 seed for the Liberty Division Championship, which is at a date and site to be determined. Originally, Commonwealth University Bloomsburg was scheduled to host November 8th and 9th, but unable to hold an event. Looks like we'll have an exclusion on the Mountain Hawks. Golden Rams on the 6-on-5 for the first time. So we'll go the other way. Actually, there was an exclusion on Westchester. Mountain Hawks unable to get anything done there. Mountain Hawks in the brown and white, going right to left. Westchester in the purple, going left to right. Broken up by WCU. 4:10 remaining in the opening period. The score, Westchester in dark 2. Lehigh in white, nothing yet. Broken up in the field. Lehigh able to maintain. Lost control. It is off the left iron. An unfortunate sequence for Lehigh. Lehigh right now at 4-2, looking for its first 5-win regular season since going 5-0 in the regular in 2021, 7-0 overall to claim first place. So Lehigh has more wins now than in the last 3 years combined. Get from outside, and it's number 4 again to make it now 3-0. Second goal of the game for number 4 for Westchester. Number 4, Ray Durr. To thank Callie Timothy, the membership director of CWPA, for getting us the rosters. Mason Friedman is number 6 in brown for Lehigh. He is the player to watch out for the Mountain Hawks. In goal for Westchester, Mia Greco. Greco waiting for a shot now. Got another kick-out opportunity. Number 3, the guilty party. That's Catherine Harper with her first exclusion. You get 3 of those, you're out of the game. That's Braden Wasserman. Wasserman is stopped by Greco. 2:44 remaining in the opening period. Westchester in dark 3, Lehigh in brown 0, Westchester in purple 3, as Catherine Harper takes a swig and no avail. Here's Friedman. Friedman gets on the board for the first time. Mason Friedman, who had over at least 27 goals in the Westchester tournament last run, trying to get Lehigh back in it. There's now 3-1. It ends to 3-0-1. Westchester has to be careful. The Golden Rams have gone up 3-0 in games this season, only to allow teams to go on 4-0 runs. Back on September 13th in the 17-11 win over Delaware, the Golden Rams started on a 3-0 run and then allowed the Blue Hens to score 4 unanswered. Delaware didn't get any close after that. Lost the lead and couldn't get close. Skip shot and a bang! Mason Friedman has 2 unanswered. Lehigh gets one more to make it now. Westchester in the purple, 3. Lehigh in the brown, 2. With 2:04 remaining in our opening period. Thursday night water polo on the CWPA network, live from Graham Natatorium. As the fans still filling the seats here at the Graham. That attempt goes awry, wide right by Josh Foster. Foster couldn't figure it out there. Now the goalie outlet for Nico Marazzi. Freeman from Bethlehem, stopped by Mia Greco. Greco's made a few huge stops right now. Again, Westchester wins this game. The Golden Rams likely secure the regular season title for the second straight season. Back in 2023 and 2022, Westchester finished with the championship, but second in regular season. Another skip shot there, and that's a 3-0 run for Lehigh, thanks to number 2, Ryan Voges. Voges with his first. Now Lehigh gets even. 3 for the Mountain Hawks in brown, 3 for the Golden Rams in purple. Westchester in purple going left to right. Lehigh in brown right to left. Lehigh has scored 20 goals in at least 4 games this season. Got a 5-meter penalty called. Penalties on number 4, his first, Milo Gorey. And this is an opportunity for Josh Foster. Here's Foster, number 9 in the purple and white. Foster looking for his first of the game. Go zigzag to end Lehigh's scoring run. And that's Foster with his first, number 9 in dark. Westchester back on top now for the free, with 45 seconds remaining in the first period. We'll have a few-minute respite after this. Got ourselves a good one here from Westchester. Long distance, hello. Mason Friedman for the 3rd time says hello. And now 4-all with 36 seconds remaining in the first period. This may be one of those close games. There have only been 3 games this division so far this season decided by 4 or fewer goals. The opportunity not there for Mara O'Donnell, but to no avail, stopped by Nico Marazzi. 20 seconds remaining in the first period. Lehigh has the shot clock unplugged. Milo Gorey swimming right to left, dipping off to Ryan Voges. 8 seconds. Voges gives Lehigh the lead for the first time. 5-4 Mountain Hawks. With 6 seconds remaining in the first. Lehigh trailed by as many as 3, but able to go on a 5-1 scoring run. That one is out of bounds, and that will do it for the first period. 7 minutes in the books here at Grand Natatorium. Freeman has 3, Voges has 2. Lehigh leads 5-4 over the host Golden Rams. We'll be back with more from Graham. The CWPA YouTube channel is your #1 video source for everything water polo. Check out Tip of the Week series, Inside Water Movements, highlights, Game of the Week, and more. Visit youtube.com and search CWPA Water Polo. Lehigh in brown 5, Westchester in purple 4. Lehigh swimming right to left, Westchester left to right. This is a one game night here in Westchester, PA, Liberty Division on CWPA-TV.com. As you see the Golden Rams getting back in the water as long as Lehigh. Lehigh coming off a 21-7 win over Drexel at Villanova University October 7th. Westchester's last game was also against Drexel on October 12th at Drexel, 21-17. This division got lots of scoring. Though there have been 10 games that have been forfeited, only one game involved both teams scoring 9 or fewer goals in non-forfeits. There have been 9 games in which at least one team scored 10 plus, but only 3 games this season both teams have scored 10 plus goals in the Liberty. Last season in 2024, that was a different story. There were lots of games last season in this division. That had lots of scoring. But there were 9 games in which teams combined 20 or more goals in the Liberty this season. One game in which teams combined for 30 plus goals, and that was Westchester defeating Drexel 21-17 on October 12th. Also have a ton of water polo action scheduled this weekend on the CWPA network as well, from the Rocky Mountain Division in Kearns, Utah, Southwest Division at San Diego State University, and the Sierra Pacific Division at Cal Maritime Academy in Vallejo, California. We were originally scheduled to stream from Vallejo last weekend for Sierra Pacific, but unable due to technical issues. Hope they got that fixed for this weekend. Westchester wins the sprint. They begin the second quarter. Lehigh won the first quarter sprint. Golden Rams down 5-4 in purple, but not for much longer. Number 22 with the goal to make it 5-4. 5-fall, actually. 5-5. We'll get the scoreboard updated momentarily. Here in the second quarter, Westchester able to get it from near mid-pool. So now 5-5. With 6:30 to go in the second quarter, Westchester going left to right and retakes the lead. First goal of the game for Aiden Talon, number 10. His first. And it is a 2-0 scoring run for the Golden Rams. Lehigh trailing 6-5. Ordinary foul. 1 or 2 exclusions in the first quarter, so a clean one so far. It's off the post. Rebound is anyone's. Picked up by Gray Durr. Aiden Talon. Sidearm. Beautiful execution. Westchester up by 2. Well done for number 18. That's for sure. Scott Kula going all cool on that one. He's got a couple. His second of the game to make this 7-5 WCU. Kula with the nice side hustle. 4 in the first, now 3 in the second. How about Mia Greco puffing out her chest on that one? Greco with the stop, looking to pop here, going left to right in the purple and white. Lehigh has switched its caps for the second quarter. Lehigh is in the white. Setting up inside. Stop there for WCU. And the keeper, Nico Marazzi. Broken up there. Here, number 4, Gray Durr. Durr finds Bernard Lynch. Lynch set up inside. Gray Durr. Durr stopped by Marazzi. Hill and Turner, the officials, ruled the other way. Here comes Ryan Vogues, who scored a couple in the first. Mason Freeman had 3 for the Mountain Hawks in the opening period. Freeman is the key cog for the Hawks of Lehigh. This is a 6-team division. There are 5 active as Bloomsburg unable to participate the rest of the season. And it's now 8-5. Third goal of the game, second of the quarter for Kula. 8-5. We'll get this momentarily. 8 for Westchester in dark. 5 for Lehigh in white. The 30 now on the shot clock. 4:27 remaining in the opening period. The opening half, rather, second period. Got a good contingent here at Graham. Nice sweeper. And Lehigh gets off the schneid there for the second quarter. That's the third of the game. For number 2 in white, Ryan Vogues. Westchester in dark 8. Lehigh in white 6. Golden Rams leading by 2. Trailed by as many as 3. 1 point. No, actually, Golden Rams led by as many as 3. Lehigh had a lead at 1 point. Out in front, stopped by Marazzi. He doesn't want anything else past him. As Westchester 4 in the first, 4 in the second. Lehigh 5 in the first, 1 so far in the second. First meeting between the teams in a couple of years. In terms of non-forfeits, there hasn't been one since 2022. Out in front, broken up by Josh Foster. Foster with the defensive block. And keeper Mia Greco urging to go ahead. Here's Mara O'Donnell. O'Donnell setting up for Ella Paranti. Paranti to the 1 position on the near side. Got 12 in the shot clock, stopped by Marazzi. 3:12 remaining in the second quarter. Westchester 8, Lehigh 6. Ryan Vogues inside 2's got a lane. Gets in the groove. That's his 4th. Lehigh draws within 1. 8-7 now. Westchester leads. Ryan Vogues with 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Mason Freeman had 3 in the first to account for Lehigh scoring. Mountain Hawks now trail by 1. Westchester has a couple players with multiple goals, freed by Scott Kula, pair for Gray Durr, and also solo tallies for Talon Foster, and also number 22 in purple. Ordinary foul, we'll take it at 6 meters. Here's Eric Boakes. Got an offensive foul on Westchester. Also have our first 6-on-5 in the second quarter. Only been a couple in the game. From long range, Mason Freeman answers the bell to draw even at 8. And that's his 4th for the game. So 4 for Freeman and 4 for Vogues. The Vogues-Freeman combo get Lehigh back in this one. Lehigh in white 8, Westchester in dark 8 with 2:27 to go in the second quarter. Lehigh wore brown caps in the first. But per league policy, one team has to wear dark, one has to wear white. We'll see if that will have any impact on the outcome of this game. Because the tiebreaker procedure is that the teams have the same record. If you had any forfeits, then that will get you the lower seed. Skip shot in the boom. Mason Freeman with the explosive touch. That's his 5th of the game, 2nd of the quarter. Lehigh back in front. Mountain Hawks 9, Golden Rams 8. Westchester 5-1, Lehigh listed at 4-2. A couple of forfeits with 4 contested wins. Stopped by the crossbar and Nico Marazzi. Carded by Catherine Harper is Mason Freeman, who was the Liberty Division Player of the Week on September 15th. No whistle, broken up by Mia Greco. Hill and Turner have been spot on the calls on the sidelines so far. Interesting setup here at Grand Natatorium. We do not have full sidelines where the scoreboards are. Got a little bit of a warm-up area, so a little bit of a strange vantage point, unusual vantage point that is, for one of the referees. Ball went out of play. We'll have to reset at 2 meters, otherwise there'll be a delay of game. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Lehigh leads 9-8 after trailing by as many as 3. Led 5-4 entering this quarter, and Westchester went in a little bit of a run. Now Lehigh on a run looking for its largest lead. Five seconds remaining on the shot clock. Friedman does not cross. Job well done for Mia Greco with her eyes on the prize. And the shot clock unplugged at 18 seconds. Broken up in front. Morazzi, 10 seconds left, and it looks like Lehigh will head into halftime with the lead. 3 seconds, and that will do it. Halftime here at Grand Natatorium. The score, Lehigh in the Whitecaps 9, Westchester in the dark 8. So both teams had 4 apiece. Lehigh able to get on a rhythm toward the end with 2 goals apiece for Voges and Friedman. Westchester got a pair of goals from Scott Kula, one from number 22 in dark and one from number 10, Aiden Talon. Halftime here from the Graham. I'm Scott S.D. Weiss. We'll be back with more Liberty Division action on the CWPA. Liberty Division Thursday night action from Grand Natatorium, Westchester University. This is CWPA club action. Scott S.D. Weiss here in the CWPA network from Westchester, PA. Thursday, October 16, 2025. Lehigh in white 9, Westchester in dark 8. Both teams had 4 apiece in the second quarter after Lehigh had taken a 5-4 lead after 7 minutes. Mason Freeman leads Lehigh, number 6 in white, with 5, while Ryan Voges, number 2 in white, got 4. Westchester has a couple players with multiple scores. Scott Kula, number 18. And dark Scott 3. Grader had a couple in the first quarter. Hill and Turner, the referees, get back into the swing of things. We'll have 4 7-minute quarters. And if we're tied up after that, we'll have 2 3-minute overtimes. The circumstances permit. There have been a lot of water polo action this season, in which divisions, due to time constraints with pool times, would have 4 or 5-minute quarters with no overtime, no timeouts. But it appears teams have not called timeouts yet, if they have any available. You get 3 full and 1 30-second timeout. Now, should you go to overtime, that 30-second timeout would carry over. Westchester in dark swimming right to left. Lehigh in white left to right. Lehigh will allow Westchester to win the third quarter sprint. That's 2 out of 3. Won by the Golden Rams. One more goal by Lehigh would make this the 10th game this season in which at least one team in the Liberty Division would have 10 or more goals. 6-on-5 opportunity here for the Golden Rams. Second effort's good. Scott Kula with his 4th. And it's now 9-all with 6:32 to go in the third quarter. Well done for number 18, Kula, his 4th to lead the Golden Rams. So 4 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 so far in the third for WCU, which led 3-0 out of the gate. at least second time this season in which it led 3-0 and gave up the lead at one point in the first quarter. Also did so back on September 13th in the 17-11 win over Delaware. Now on that side, it crosses in. Number 19 in dark with his first. Westchester, the first to 10 in this one. 10-9. Golden Rams with a 2-0 run. Well, how about WCU with a 2-0 run after giving up a run to Friedman, Vogues, and company from Bethlehem. Long range, out of bounds. Lehigh has not won a game here at Grand Natatorium since October 24, 2021, which was the Mid-Atlantic B first place game before it was called the Liberty Division. 23-7. And Westchester unable to get anything going there as Marazzi with the outlet. Lehigh looking. Vogues backs it up. Friedman inside the number 11 in white. Back to Mason Freeman. Freeman at the point. Broken up from behind. Boy, for a Thursday night, this is a decent turnout. At least 30 to 50 here at the Graham. Nicely done by number 19 for the second time. It's 11-9 now. Westchester on a surge, 3-0 run with 4:50 remaining in the third quarter. Westchester, for a win here, would essentially lock up the Liberty Division title. Westchester, according to the stat line, the only team with one loss. Lehigh with 2 forfeits. We'll see if that's official. But it would like Westchester would put the Golden Rams in the driver's seat with a matchup against Drexel here at Graham, October 28th in Westchester, PA. Mid-Atlantic Liberty divisions among the lone divisions with weeknight single game action. This past weekend, Drexel hosted a tournament. Long range off the iron, rebound, Lehigh. Golden Rams will retreat on defense as Nico Marazzi needs to get his troops back up and running. Lehigh had 5 in the first, 4 in the second, but none so far in the third as Josh Foster presses on Mason Freeman. Freeman looking for room. He'll take a swig. Going to Allentown, Buffalo, Easton Airport. Out of bounds. Keeper Mia Greco with the honors. Foster from the left flat, right flat. Broken up by Friedman. Mason Freeman needs to be huge here. Friedman and Vogues have the 9 goals. However, Hawk has reached the scoreboard yet. Westchester has scored double figures in all games this season, which includes a 12-9 exhibition against host Villanova October 7th. Nice deke and a finish. That's Friedman for the 6th time this game. You give him the ball, he'll score. It's now 11-10. Westchester. And it marks now the 3rd time this season the Golden Rams have scored double figures and given up double figures. 21-13 loss to Commonwealth University of Bloomsburg September 14th here at Graham. 21-17 win over Drexel October 12th here at Graham. By the way, that marks only the 4th time this season in which both teams in a game in the Liberty Division have scored 10 plus. And that's 10 games this season now, both teams combined for 20 plus. And we're 2.5 minutes away from the third quarter ended. So we've got a lot more to come. The opportunity knocked here from Bernard Lynch out front. Kula beats the buzzer. Scott Kula Cool and collective. And collected, that's his 5th for the game. And 4th for the quarter. And 2nd in the quarter. He's got 5 rather. Number 19 has a pair. He's got a pair this quarter. 5 in the game. 12-10. WCU. 10th season in the Liberty Division. It was first called Mid-Atlantic B back in 2015. Westchester was in the A. Lehigh was in the B. So they first played each other regularly starting in 2016. Westchester has won 12 of the 17 meetings as Liberty Division rivals, including each of the last 4. Least amount of goals in the 3 previous contested games against the Mountain Hawks have been 17. Out in front, number 20, with his first. And Westchester's on the roll. 13-10 Golden Rams in the dark, going left to right. And that's a 5-1 scoring run for Westchester. 4 in the first, 4 in the second, 5 in the third. Lehigh, 5 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the third. Got ourselves a good one. Right corner and through. Mason Freeman is someone you had to keep your eyes and ears out for. That's his, get this, 7th of the game. He is accustomed to getting close to double figures, if not double figures. He's had at least 2 games with 11 plus. And both were here at Grand Natatorium, September 13th and 14th. Out in front, good pass and the finish. Scott Kula right now is your player of the game. He's at the right place at the right time. His 6th of the game and 3rd of the quarter. 14-11, Golden Rams in the dark, with 1:15 remaining in the 3rd. Here in Thursday night water polo action on the CWPA network, provided by Baller TV and Cap 7, the official provider of CWPA, specializing in all your water polo needs. Ryan Vogues, who had 4 first half goals off the board so far in the 3rd quarter. 53 seconds remaining in the 3rd. Trying to get a ball under had been Mara O'Donnell. Unfortunate that time. Boy, it looked like that one was going to Lehigh Valley International in Bethlehem. Allentown area. Allentown. Outlet for Greco. Pass was intended for Mara O'Donnell. She is able to recover. Couldn't get the steal there for Lehigh. Broken up by Friedman and the attempt by Bernard Lynch. Shot clock unplugged at 17 seconds here in the 3rd. Lehigh outscored here in the 3rd 6-2. Led by 1 entering half. 4 seconds. The lob over to Prize. And we got ourselves a good one here in Westchester, PA. 3 quarters in the books. The score: WCU Golden Rams in the Dark Caps 14. In the Lehigh University Mountain Hawks in the white 11. And the 4th game this season in which Liberty Division teams have scored 10 plus in the same game. We'll see if Lehigh can overcome this 3-goal deficit when we return on the CWPA network. Underway here in the 4th quarter in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Westchester versus Lehigh in the Golden Rams for the 3rd straight quarter win the sprint. Westchester leads by 3. It's time for its largest lead. Trailed at points in the 1st, 2nd, and maybe 3rd quarters. Now Lehigh look at the game to gain some ground. Make up some ground. There haven't been too many exclusions. We got a 5-meter. Do we have a 5? We got a 5-meter penalty shot for the Mountain Hawks. And it's going to be Mason Freeman, the leading scorer of the game, with 7 and number 6 in white. Scott Kula's got 6, number 18 in dark, to lead the Golden Rams. Freeman's got his 8th. That's huge right now. The deficit's now 2. You do not want to give freebies to Mason Friedman. He is right now on watch list for first team all conference. He has helped Lehigh get at least 4 wins this season. 4-2 according to the stat lines. Westchester 5-1. Westchester wins this game. The Golden Rams would likely be the regular season division champ for the second straight season. Went undefeated last season, 8-0 in the regular season, 10-0 overall. Had its 22-game division win streak come to a close last month with a loss to Commonwealth University Bloomsburg. Skip shot and a boom! Letting off the cannon there. Friedman. Boy, he is something, isn't he? That is his 9th of the game. He is accustomed to scoring that many. 1 away from 10. He had 5 in the first half, now 4 and counting in the second half, including each of the last 2 goals. It was 14-11 Westchester entering this quarter. Josh Foster! Foster out in front. Foster with the dynamite! He's got his 2nd in the game, first since the first quarter. Westchester back up by 2. How about Foster, the right place, right time with the scorcher? 15-13. 2 goals away from winning the 2nd game this season in division play with 30-plus combined goals. By the way, each of the previous 4 non-forfeited matchups between these two teams involved at least 30 goals. So you expect scoring, you're going to get it. Lehigh not out of it, down by 2. With 4:57 remaining regulation, out in front, no whistle. From behind, able to squeak it by. 15-14 now. And that's number 2 with his 5th of the game, but first it's the second quarter, Ryan Voges. Voges has 5. Mason Freeman's got 9. They're the only 2 scorers right now for Lehigh. You got to keep going with that combo. Eric Boakes. Boakes. Back up to the left flat for Gray Durr. Durr. Driving inside Durr with the beater motion. Durr. Try to pop it. Scott Kula lets one fly inside. That's his 7th. Kula right now is the difference for Westchester. If one for Mason Friedman, would Lehigh be this close? Lehigh has not had a non-forfeited loss this season. Last season did not compete due to a suspension by the league for forfeiting games the previous season. They are back with a vengeance right now. An exclusion, number 3 in dark, might be her 2nd. That's Catherine Harper. You get one more, you're out. And that one sails wide right. And that power play opportunity, not a good one. That's a good penalty kill for the Golden Rams, leading 16-14 here at Graham. Natatorium, Westchester. For Thursday night water polo. Out in front. Westchester still has all it takes. First goal of the game for Eric Boakes. Number 5 in dark. Westchester in dark 17. Lehigh in white 14. Second game in the Liberty Division this season. Teams combined for 30 plus. And this is the 5th straight non-forfeited meeting, if it is a non-forfeit, in which the Golden Rams and Mountain Hawks will combine for 30 or more goals. Last time that didn't happen was October 7, 2021 here at Graham, and Lehigh won 13-11. Out in front, go to the right side of the keeper, Scott Kula, his 8th of the game. Kula with his fifth of the second half. He had 3 in the first half. And this is the largest lead of the game for Westchester at 4. She led 3-0 out of the gates, trailed by 1 after 1. Trailed by 1, 9-8 after half. Mason Freeman saying, I'm not done yet. How about Mason Freeman, number 6 in white? That's his 10th of the game. That's at least his third such performance of the season. 18-15 Westchester over Lehigh. 3:03 remaining in regulation. If Lehigh fails to score 20, it'll be the first non-forfeit game this season. Fails to do so. Here's Vogues. Skip shot on the bang to the right side. 6th goal of the game for number 2 in white, Ryan Vogues. Westchester in dark 18, Lehigh in white 16. And we'll reset with Westchester in the dark caps swimming right to left, Lehigh in white, left to right. WCU 4 in the first, 4 in the second, 6 in the third, 4 so far in the fourth. Lehigh 5 in the first, 4 in the second, 2 in the third, 5 so far in the fourth. Wide left for the Golden Rams. Lehigh still has time. And there haven't been any timeouts called. There is a 6-on-5 to come off the iron for Freeman. That is number 8, the guilty party. Exclusion on Eddie Davis. It's a fresh 30 though for Lehigh. And how about Mason Friedman? At least his third 11-goal game of the season. That's his 11th of the game, 4th of the fourth quarter, 18-17 now. That I believe on the advantage. Mason Freeman's got to be the player of this game for keeping Lehigh in it when you think, that's when you believe this game is over. Westchester led by as many as 4, but it is a run for the Mountain Hawks. Got a 5-meter. That is not what Lehigh wanted to do. A hold on the back. Number 11 in white. Huge 5-meter coming here for Westchester to be taken by Kula, who's got 5 second-half goals, 8 in the game. He's got a couple here. Number 11. Kula denied by the crossbar. That is the stop of the game. They'll see if that come back to haunt Kula and company. Win by Westchester, all but assured the regular season Liberty Division title. Liberty Division Championship at a site and date to be determined since Commonwealth University Bloomsburg unable to host a hit the water fountain out of bounds. Gotta make sure you drink plenty of fluids. The lob is good. That is flush. That is how you make amends after the missed free throw. Number 23 may get the dagger. And Westchester will go away from a third 20-goal performance of the season. Scratched that second 20-goal performance. Lost 21-13 to CU Bloomsburg September 14th. So only once this season that it had 20-plus goals. Lehigh's had at least 3 such. 1 minute remaining as Foster picks up the loose change. Westchester looking for its 4th straight win in division play after seeing its 22-game division win streak come to a close last month. Out in front, can they get the cherry on top? You bet! 9th goal of the game for Scott Kula. 20-17, and that is the second 20-goal performance of the season for Westchester. This will be the 5th straight win if you include the exhibition. 12-9 over Villanova in Villanova, PA, October 7th. From long range, Mason Friedman with his 12th. He's got that from ABE Airport. That's his 5th of the quarter. 20-18 game far from over. What Westchester could play keep away 20-18. Mia Greco. Westchester doesn't have to score, but will choose to do so. Hits the side netting, and that is the cherry on top. His second in the game. That is tying for the season high with 21-18. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the most goals in a game this season in the Liberty Division, and it goes the other way. Offensive foul. 12 seconds left, 21-18. 12 goals in the game for Mason Freeman, but won't be enough for Lehigh, as Westchester will all but lock up the Liberty Division regular season for a second straight time. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Final score from Graham Natatorium. Westchester in the Dark Cats, 21. Lehigh in the white, 18. Westchester improves to 6-1. In the Liberty Division, Lehigh drops to 4-3, and with that, Westchester all but locks up the regular season Liberty Division title if the circumstances permits. Great game for all. Our player of the game for Westchester, Scott Kula, with 9 tallies. Lehigh got 12 from number 6 in white, Mason Freeman. That's at least his third 11-plus scoring performance of the season. And Ryan Voges had the other 6 for Lehigh. But thank you for tuning in to the CWPA Network on-site broadcast of Liberty Division action. We hope to have a couple tournaments for you on October 18th if the circumstances permit. I'm Scott Samuel David Weiss, our multimedia director, Anthony Banford. I'd also like to thank our membership director, Caitlin Cowley, and Timothy Cowley for her efforts as well. From all of us here in the CWPA Network, good night from Westchester, PA.